Hello everybody, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion and our Season 2 of our GT3 racing. This is round 4 and we are at Donington. And whoever was responsible for the subtitles has been sacked. My name's Gareth, joining me once again in commentary is Jools. Jools, how are you?
What, you couldn't find Random Dave again?
I went outside and he was missing. His usual spot on the street was just an empty wine bottle and a sack.
Fair enough. Okay, well I'm fine then, thank you.
Excellent stuff. Let's take a look at the championship standings then. Andres Fuelgrave still on top, but only 3 points ahead of Adam Highfield and David Lyon in third. Those three are way out in front of the rest of the field, and it should be fascinating to see who comes out on top and this classic British circuit. Let's take a look at the team standings then. Let's wait for them to pop up. And it's the Rumblebees still on top as a random Porsche just appears in the bottom of the screen there. Blackpink are in second, quite a way behind now. It's like 40 points, it looks like 44 points. And the A-Team are in third. 2 cars now scoring in that team. Cannon Fodder down in fourth ahead of Little and Large, QRS, LB Racing, Jägermeister, Team Fett and Eclipse in 10th. So this is round 4, as we say. We're in the second half of the season, not long to go, and it's David Lyon on top for the A-Team, a 103.711 ahead of Graham Bardsley, making his first appearance in the GT3s. Rob Miller and Stephen Greening, a new debutant in the league. He's in fourth ahead of Oliver Walker, Gavin Kelly, Chris White, Andres Fuelgrave, Merrin Hugevin. Stephen Cakebread makes up the top 10. Interesting to see Andres so far down. Jools,
yeah, I was gonna point that out. He seems not particularly happy here at Donington.
No.
But at least in practice, so we'll see how he did in qualifying shortly.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of qualifying, then David Lyon on pole, a 103.758 ahead of Rob Miller, so a familiar front row. William Bibby is in third ahead of Graham Bardsley. Stephen Greening, look at that, on debut, and he's in fifth. Andres Fuelgrave, that's a bit of an improvement to 6th place and ahead of Merrin Hugevin. Oliver Walker, he's only down in 8th place. Chris White, that's a good showing from him, in 9th. Gavin Kelly in 10th. Then we've got Termalarin, Stephen Cakebread, Paul Dixon making his first appearance of the season. Sam Stott, Gareth WINSLADE, Jake Weaver, Keith Schooling, Lawrence Aaron Jenkins from the backpack, and 19th on the grid, Jason Weaver from Team Fett. So 19 cars on the grid then. And
yeah,
this is
so close to 20, almost
to 20, yeah. And this is the national layout, so the slightly shortened version of Donington, as you can see there. So the cars will turn right, left through the chicane after this straight, and then onto the main straight, avoiding.
You can see someone brought their caravan.
Yeah, the lonely caravan there. So avoiding the Melbourne loop for this one.
There's a castle in the background. Look.
Well, it is Castle Donington, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to that.
No, and when I went to Donington, I missed out on going in that International Exhibition Centre, which is where the fabulous Wheatcroft F1 collection is held. One of the largest privately owned collections of F1 cars in the world. So
yeah, something to visit.
It's an absolute destination, but I was too drunk. So
well, that's quite common, isn't it?
It is indeed. Cars getting onto the straight then. There's the pace car dropping into the pits, and Dave's dropped it, then he's going. And the race is underway then. David Lyon in the gold McLaren ahead of Rob Miller in his blue and red Lamborghini, being followed by William Bibby third in the Porsche. So he's back in the Porsche this week then, is Bibby. Cars getting very close together in the midfield as they come through turn 1 and head down the hill through the fabulous Craner curves for the first time.
That's closer than close. There was door rubbing there.
No, definite door rubbing, yeah. And as they come into the old hairpin, then this is where we expect to see a bit of carnage if there's going to be some. Looks like the front 10 got through safely. That's
don't
Graham
see
Bard.
any issues yet. Everyone seems to be still on track.
Yeah, amazing. Everyone behaving themselves. But, well, no, look at that. Ledge is quite far back on the driver tracker, so presumably a small bump for him, unfortunately. Wow, Lyon is flying along, and that's WINSLADE dropping it then as they come through Coppice. That's a shame. It's going to fall down the order there. And that's Andres Fuelgrave then being attacked by Merrin Hugevin, I beg your pardon, and into the final chicane. Oh, wow, look at that. A cheeky assault by Walker there, nipping through. He's up to 7th place and battling with with Fuelgrave, beg your pardon.
Looks like Hugevin's going to lose a couple more here.
Wow, he's been absolutely mugged, hasn't he? Good spot. That's both the QRS boys through then.
Well, that was the tiniest mistake into the hairpin, overcooking it. Into the chicane, overcooking it, and he's been punished, what, by 5 drivers?
Yeah, astonishing stuff. So we see there's Hugavin in the gold BMW, and behind him then is Malarin in the other QRS car, the McLaren. Now here's a question, why is he not running in his team paint? I've noticed that a few times. He seems to run in the Golf livery when he's in the McLaren. And not
I think he doesn't do what Sam tells him, that's the thing.
Oh, we've got rebellion going on in the QRS team. Outrageous. Yeah. And that Brawn liveried Mercedes, that is Graham Bardsley making his GT3 debut.
Yeah, I noticed that livery's back. Last we saw it, Nathan was running it in the F3 before he got a team, wasn't he, I think?
That's right, yeah, good memory. Wow, look at that, great attack by Kelly there. Kelly fighting hard in the outer fringes of the top 10 then. And as they come down to turn 1, he's on the outside and looking to get round Hugavin. Looking like good stuff here. His teammate all the way down in 17th after that early accident, and Schooling and Erin Jenkins, the ledge, are now 18th and 19th, so the backpack have been shuffled down to the back, unfortunately. You see on the driver track of the ledge, still a long way off the back of the field, so not sure what happened to him on lap 1, but it's certainly slowed him down, unfortunately.
Certainly, yes.
Great scrap in the midfield, though, currently.
Yeah, there's not much of a gap, is there, between 4th and 14th? They're all, like, quite close together.
Yeah, and that blue and orange... he's gone in the back of him. That is Stephen Greening making his debut in the Limited Adhesion.
Just letting him know he was there.
Yeah, a replay on board with Kelly then, diving to the inside of Malarin as they come down the straight to the chicane. And that's Bibby getting it wrong as well, and that's also in the chicane, it looks like. So drama aplenty, and... Oh, sorry, it's Dixon. I beg your pardon. So Dixon's had a spin. WINSLADE taking advantage up to 15th place.
Yeah, Dixon. Welcome back, Dixon. I believe he's now fixed his computer issues and he's back in the hunt.
Oh, it's delightful to see both LB Racing drivers in the field once again.
Good to see these two newcomers, though, at the front here as well, fighting over a podium position.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Yes, definitely. Oh, no, there's Malarin getting it wrong then. Where is he then? So he's down at McLean's corner then. Is a very tricky corner. It's quite a late apex, much later than you think it is. And he's fighting there with Jason Weaver from Team Fett, look, in the grey Ferrari. As they come up to Coppice, WINSLADE's getting involved in the forward look, and there's Dixon.
Oh, WINSLADE through the middle. He wants some there.
Jesus, that 3 wide is never advisable, but he's made it stick. And he's got ahead of Weaver as well. So WINSLADE up to 12th. That is incredibly ambitious driving, but we love to see it. And looks like Dixon wants a piece of Weaver ahead of him. Malarin diving into the pit lane for a quick repair then. It's early for a stop, isn't it, Jools?
It's a bit early, yeah. Lap 5. I think he'd struggle to get to the end if he's shoring up now. But maybe he has damage.
Well, I assume he has, yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Sam Stott then, the other QRS driver, under attack from Kelly, the other cannon fodder then. And here they come then through McLean's corner and up to Coppice. Oh no, that's Jake Weaver in the other Team Fett car. Wow, we're seeing all the teammates in action at the moment in this early part of the race. Although, speaking of that, we just saw Andres Fieldgrave from Team Blackpink, and sadly no teammate for him this week, no Will Burnett.
That's right, no, I believe Will's a bit busy today.
Yeah, look at that then, Dixon down the inside of Weaver into Coppice. Great move there. Normally drivers wait till they get to the end of the straight. Oh, so we see that's Fieldgrave getting it wrong. Wow! Oh, unlucky by Malarin. So Fieldgrave was facing off the track.
Quick reactions, almost got away with it.
Yeah, very much so. Here's Kelly.
QRS under attack from Cannon Fodder. They kind of got a bit of a rivalry this season, kind of like Blackpink and Cannon Fodder last season, I think.
Yeah, we do like a bit of rivalry in the LOA, so that's nice. We haven't mentioned Stephen Cakebread, currently running comfortably in the top 10. Look, there he is in 9th place. on the standings. I haven't seen him on screen all that much in his red and white Porsche.
He certainly has a very nice looking car, doesn't he? He's got a very well done livery.
Yes, he does, and he's very proud of it, and rightly so. I think we just saw him in the background there. He's currently running 9th behind this battle for 7th and 8th.
Fastest lap for Miller there.
Yep, good spot. 104.2, that is rapid. Line's still out in front though. And there's Chris White then, from Team Jägermeister. He's currently running 14th. Although Larsson's leaving, I understand. He's going to get a new teammate in the form of Stephen McCann. Take our young rookie under his wing and train him up.
It's a mistake there from the start, and that's let Kelly through.
Oh no. Oh, now there's Cakebread fancying a bit of that P8 then. Dixon's still behind Weaver then, so Weaver's doing a good job of holding off Dixon.
I like that livery on the Ferrari from Dixon there.
Yes.
But it looks amazing on the Porsche.
It does, yes. They've been turning out... Oh no, Weaver getting it wrong into McLean's then. That's unfortunate.
It's going to let a few pass, isn't it?
Yep, Fuelgrave and Schooling. Wow, Schooling's recovering well then. He's up to 15th place. He was in 18th only a couple of laps ago. Great drive
looking
for
back,
him.
his teammates also made up a couple of places as others have dropped off.
Yes.
And looking at the front...
Now, there they are.
There they are.
And who's that getting wrong?
Oh, it's Cakebread.
That's Cakebread. Oh, what a shame. He was having a storming drive, and there he is stuck in the infield. So the gap at the front then, just 0.4 of a second. Oh, it's agony for Cakebread. Oh, he's had to tow. What a shame. There he is, stuck in the pit lane. Line is definitely under attack from Miller now, though, as you say, Jools. I think you were going to point it out before we saw Cakebread spinning off.
Yeah, because I saw Miller's fastest lap. He's done line gets away, and then he gets hunted back down again by Miller. Seems to be in the script.
Yes, but normally that's the F3 script, not the GT3 script. So this is, really the Formula Renault 2.0.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, I was talking to Miller. I thought he was doing better, but actually hadn't had any good results in the GT3s up until, he hasn't yet. So who's that losing it?
Someone just dropped it.
I think it was a Porsche. Yeah, no, I just assumed he'd done really well, but when we looked at his results, actually he hasn't had a very much luck or pace in the GT3s.
Wow.
Aside from, was it Spa? I think he won that at a canter.
He did indeed, yeah. Although he had a really bad run in the sprint. So we're looking at the WINSLADE running in 11th, Dixon in 12th, and 13th is Fuelgrave.
Miller really looking for a way past.
Yeah. It's tough to do. You need to do it into the braking zone of that chicane, really, don't you? You can't really go side by side through there.
No. Although I'm sure some of our drivers will try that.
Of course they will. Stephen Greening then, heavily under attack from Bibby in the LB Porsche. There they are. Bardsley's got a bit of a gap to these guys now all of a sudden.
Yeah, a bit of breathing space as Bibby and Greening are fighting.
So replay, that's Cakebread on the outside and Hugavin on the inside. Oh, I think the Porsche just let go there, didn't it?
I think, yeah, just a bit of a loose rear end there.
Yeah. Don't want a loose rear end on your Porsche. WINSLADE running very wide and kicking up the dust as he comes to complete that lap.
Dirty tactic.
On board with Fuelgrave then. And that's Dixon ahead of us in the Ferrari. Strange to see Fuelgrave down in 13th place.
Good run, but really nowhere to go.
Yeah. It's looking like this will definitely be his drop score. Oh, Dixon's losing it.
Did he hold it? Can you see?
Can we see? Yeah, I think he has. Yeah, he isn't. He's just been passed by Schooling, look. So, well, he did do well to keep that going. Normally the car, once you lose it there, the car spins all the way to the inside, and if you're not lucky, ends up in the fence. So, from raw experience. Here's Sam Stott then, really under attack from Hugavin. This is the battle for 7th. Hugavin to the outside as they come into T1. Now this is a very bold overtaking spot. Is he looking for the up and under? Now they're charging down through the Craner curves, named after, I can't remember if it's named after the circuit designer or the owner of the guy who owned the circuit originally when it was commissioned, but that's where the name comes from.
Well, something for you to look up later.
Yeah. Now they're heading into McLean's, not sponsored by any brand of toothpaste. And up to Coppice Corner. Oh, look at this then. Lines in the pit. What the heck? It's very early. This is lap 12 of what is expected to be a 23-lap race, and he's in the pits from the lead.
Is he fed up with being harassed? Maybe he's spotted a gap he can slot into.
Oh, that's next level stuff. Well, he's not running with a track map on, is surely? Oh, look at that. Sam's made another mistake. In the Audi. So Stott is now really under attack from Hugavin. They're side by side as they come down the main straight. Who's going to get there first? And that's Line coming out the pits. Oh, he's had to have to let him through. Line all the way down the 8th. Hugavin's done it. Oh, Sam just kept off his bumper. Oh no, they're rubbing.
Fighting.
They're bashing. Oh, wow, that's rude.
That's GT3s.
That is serious GT3 action then. So there's both 18s on track. God, they're so golden.
Well, he's let his teammates through because he doesn't want to get in the way of that leadership fight.
No, that's yeah, good team orders there. So,
but it's allowed Scott to scamper off.
Yeah, no. Good job you got your teeth in for that one, eh?
Oh,
he's dropped it. Oh no, Line's hit him. Oh, that's an absolute disaster for Line. He's already pitted as well. Oh wow, did you see that? Huge contact there. Is that a Ferrari there?
It's like a green Ferrari, I think.
Oh, that would be Kelly then from the cannon fodder. It is. Oh, and that's looking really bent. Fuelgrove taking avoiding action, and this is that's WINSLADE going through. Stop fighting him, so he's trying to recover from his accident. WINSLADE says, I don't think so.
That steering's done for, isn't it?
Yeah, so Stott into the pits. Wow, Kelly doing well to keep it out the fence on the way in.
I guess it's time for his fuel stop.
Yeah, we saw Keith Schooling's backpack BMW in there as well. So WINSLADE all the way up to 7th then. He was 18th after that spin on the opening lap. So nice recovery drive. Well, this track is catching a lot of people out. It does look simple on the track map, but I can assure you it's not.
No, lots of blind corners and
Commitment
change required. But yeah. Hopefully Line hasn't got any damage. But you got to say that time on the grass, Miller's easily got the lead now after he comes out of his pits.
Yes, but well, I mean, he was smacked, wasn't he, by the by Stott's Audi as he went through.
Yeah.
He's fighting with Chris White then. Wow, I didn't think he was going to get it stopped in time. Nicely done there. Chris is having a good run though. Mr. White once again. Looks like he's gone in the pit lane though from 8th place. Two Porsches on track then. There's the Ledge in his white, black and yellow one, and under attack from Jake Weaver in the Team Fett greeny grey car behind. They're coming down to the old hairpin. Whoa, super wide there for Jake.
Using all the track and some.
Yeah, I think there probably was an off track on the exit there. Oh, can hear sliding tyres by the Ledge. Well held though, mate. I thought he was going to drop that. Bibby in the pit lane then, as is Bardsley in the Mercedes. Wow, it's a bumpy old pit lane, isn't it? Look, the car's going like a pair of porpoises down there. So this is interesting stuff. So Bardsley and Bibby from 4th and 5th are in the pits, and now they're coming out. Everyone's set. Is this just a graphic showing everyone's best lap? Surely no, everyone's not just set their best lap on that lap.
I think that's just everybody's personal best. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah. Yep. So they've passed Line. So he's been jumped by them, by Bibby and Bardsley.
Yes, indeed. And of note, everyone in the top 8 is setting 104s as their personal best, and everyone below that 105s to 106s.
Okay, so they've shuffled into the order of pace.
I think so, yeah. There's definitely a pace split among the field this time.
There's quite a lot of drivers already been lapped.
Yeah, surprising. So this is an interesting battle then. BMW, Porsche and Mercedes.
So has Hugo been pitted yet?
I don't think he has.
Okay.
It's got to be near empty though, you'd say. Oh, isn't it?
Love tap.
A little love tap, yep.
And he is pitting
now. He is pitting, yeah. And Barsley's saying he normally would prefer to run the BMW, but he just didn't find it comfortable around Donington. He's opted for the Mercedes instead, as you can see.
Oh, nice to get some Mercedes representation on the grid.
Well, yeah, presumably then we've got one of every single car in this race. There's an Audi, there's a Ferrari, there's a Lambo. We've got a Ford.
Yeah, I can't think of any we're missing.
No, I think we've got them all.
So here's the leader and second place pitting.
Yep. And that's probably not going to be the case next season, though, because I understand that even the Ledge is saying that he probably won't be driving a Ford next year or next season. WINSLADE's definitely said he's putting it in the skip.
Well,
maybe,
you know.
Maybe we should let him race in the skip. God, you'd be terrified, wouldn't you? All these big tank GT3s and you've been a little skip barber. There's our race leader then, Rob Miller. And there's Stephen Greening coming out from second, but he's dropped to fourth as a result of the pit stops. Line's the interesting one then, so he's in fifth and he's lost 11 seconds to Miller then because of his woes. Fuel grade coming out of the pits, or going into the pits now.
Gotta wonder why he pitted that early, mate.
Yeah.
We'll find out after the race.
And what's happened to WINSLADE then? He's in the pit lane, just towed from 8th place. Oh, look at that. Stott and just... What the heck was that? Stott and
that
Dixon.
Was an odd one.
He just wouldn't stop driving into him. That was bizarre. So Stott coming in.
That was a freebie for Kelly.
Yep. So where is Kelly now? He's in 11th place at the moment. Bardsley under intense pressure from Bibby. You can hear the old rocks in the tumble dryer of the Mercedes there. So a replay. Here's Bibby ahead. And Bardsley getting through.
It's got a better run through that corner.
Yeah, very nice move through Coppice there. And here they go down to the old hairpin. I don't think I've ever seen a time where it actually was a hairpin. I don't really know where it got its name from. I think...
I don't know. I'm surprised you don't have the little story. Maybe there was a hairpin found there or something.
Yeah. Well, do you remember when we did the...
Knickerbrook story.
Yeah. We'll save that for next time we go to Alton Park. I'll repeat it. But when we did... can you remember when we did Assetto Corsa in the 1930s Donington mod? That old hairpin was an awfully tight, difficult corner on that, but it was still just like 90 degrees. But it was nasty because we were plunging down the hill in a 1950s Porsche with no brakes.
Well, that's something else for you to look up.
Indeed.
Hope you've been making notes.
I'll have to just listen back and
Oh, blinking lights out the way, lap traffic please.
Indeed. So Bardsley currently 6.5 seconds behind Miller in first. But there's only 4 laps of the race remaining, so it's going to be tough, a very tall order indeed to make that up, unless Rob has another mistake of some description.
I imagine Miller's safe. I mean, considering how Bardsley was blinking his lights there, he's under threat from Bibby.
Yeah.
He's not going to be thinking about first place, I think, with 7 seconds.
No, I think you're probably right. Maybe thinking about it to the inside, not this time. All of this is allowing Stephen Greening in fourth to close up a bit more. So he could still be thinking about a podium over these last couple of laps. That's Keith Schooling ahead in the backpack Porsche.
And I suppose Line, he's cut that gap from 11 to the lead to 9.5-ish.
Good spot.
So
Wow, look at that.
A couple of seconds behind these.
Yeah, Bibby was almost fully alongside there as they came out of T1. But it's not really an overtaking spot potentially into the old hairpin. It's quite difficult because it is so fast. Schooling letting these guys through then.
Bibby's just probing, isn't he? Looking where he can get past, and there is more lap traffic. Although it might be a bit far ahead for them to catch.
Yeah, but there is Line moving into view.
Oh yeah, he's closing them down.
Well, this is a fascinating battle, and as we come into the closing stages of this feature race, we're looking at Graham Bardsley currently running in second, William Bibby running in third, Stephen Greening running in fourth, and then David Line in the McLaren is closing in on them.
Now it's Bibb's time to get under pressure.
Yes.
Greening is closer now to him than he is to Bardsley.
That does mean we've got 5 different cars in the top 5, which is pretty cool. Lamborghini, Mercedes, Porsche, BMW, McLaren, and then Ollie in the BMW behind, as is Hoogerville.
I noticed that Bardsley's got the wrong graphic on the overlay. It's showing them as in Team Lucky Bibbs or LB Racing, but that is not the case.
Ah, good spot. Can't have a 3-car team. Outrage.
Well, it's showing Dixon as a privateer, so maybe something has happened that we don't know about.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, look at this then. This is Greening to the outside of Bibby, out of Coppice. They're heading down to the chicane. This is tight. Greening's got his nose ahead, but Bibby's got the inside line.
And they do manage to fit 2 cars through that chicane.
Beautiful racing. Really good stuff, guys. Nice to see. And look at that.
Leaving Bardsley to escape.
Yeah. Line is on the hunt then. A 104 again from him just now. Here's our race leader, Rob Miller then. Looking remarkably untroubled. When it works for him, it really does work. Oh, who's that? That's Jake Weaver having another misadventure.
Yeah, there's something you don't want to allow Rob to do, is to get out into the lead.
Yes.
Because you don't ever get it back. Unless there is a spanner in the works. Although, look at that. They are closing on him.
They are, but there's not enough time. I mean, he's just stroking it home now, isn't he? Let's see what his last lap time was. A 105.2. Wow, he's really off the pace now. Maybe he's just making sure he's conserving it, bringing it home. Traffic.
That's another half second.
I think traffic has been traffic's been a problem, hasn't it? So. Well, it's been an interesting race. We really need to know what happened to Line to make him pit so early. He wasn't listening to Random Dave with his advice to run until the tank's dry and then pit. Malarin then attacking Jason Weaver as we come down to the old hairpin. Ollie Walker just ahead. So are these guys a lap down? Yes.
Yeah.
So where is Fuelgrave then? Fuelgrave 2 laps down in 15th place. Well, this is going to be his drop score then. Very unusual to see him so far down. But here we are then. Rob Miller winning the feature race at Donington. What's happening?
Bardsley's slow.
Oh my gosh. Well, what the heck?
He must have run out of fuel.
William Bibby's just come home in 2nd place. Stephen Greening on the podium on his debut. Fantastic result.
Oh, that's so cruel.
Ollie Walker with his customary flashy flash comes home in 6th. Bardsley came home in 5th. Yeah.
That might have been what happened to Miller as well. Maybe he was fuel saving.
Maybe, yeah. But he was comfortable. He didn't have to worry about it. Although 0.8 was the gap. Interesting. Wow, fascinating intrigue at Donington then. Rob Miller coming home in first place ahead of William Bibby, Stephen Greening, David Lyon, Graham Bardsley, Oliver Walker, Merrin Hugavin, Gavin Kelly, Chris White, Termalarin and Jason Weaver in 11th. Ledge come home in 12th, good points for him, ahead of WINSLADE in 13th, Jake Weaver in 14th, Andrews Fuelgrave in 15th, Schooling was in 16th, 17th Dixon, 18th was Sam Stott.
Yeah, good recovery from the Ledge after his first lap disaster, whatever that may have been, to get at 12th.
Absolutely, yeah, no, decent haul of points for him and beating WINSLADE in the bet in that race. So, championship standings, it's Line on top now ahead of Oliver Walker, Andrews Fuelgrave in 3rd, Adam Highfield down to 4th, William Bibby's up to 5th and Merrin Hugavin is down to 6th. Rob Miller's in 7th ahead of Will Burnett, 9th is Kelly and Termalarin rounds out the top 10. WINSLADE's in 11th, Chris White in 12th, Stephen Cakebread in 13th place. And taking a look at the team standings then, look at that, the A-team up 1 place behind the Rumblebees, who are still on top. Blackpink are down 1 and Little and Large are up 1. Cannon Fodder still in 5th place ahead of LB Racing, QRS, Jägermeister team for Eclipse Racing and Otto Esports, the backpack sadly at the back, but 21 points. They're only 6 points behind Otto. There is a race.
That's right, yeah. There's a bit of shuffling going on there. You're doing your chart impression.
Yeah.
Up 1 and down 1.
Smashing in nicey, matey. So don't forget, next time out will be the reverse grid sprint race at Donington Park. It'll be fascinating to see what Sam Stott can do from the pole. Don't forget to find us at limitofadhesion.com, facebook.com/limitofadhesion. Please do like and subscribe our videos and come say hi to us on Discord.
Bye-bye.